What up, world? It's your boy Jaystar back again with the top 5 at quarterback for week 8. Man, y'all already know we're going to get right into this as we always do. Let me get my notes for y'all ready so we can go through these. Because at number 5, who do I got this week, man? Who do I got? At quarterback at number 5, man, it's the top quarterback on the list, man. It's Jalen Hurts, man. We know what he's able to do, man. We seen 37s. I believe the game before this it was like a 35, 37 too. In a 30, just back all 3 straight games of 30s. Then we got a 27 here against Arizona. We know what this guy can do, man. Playing Pittsburgh, man, I just feel like his defense gets him the ball too many times, getting the ball back too many times, man. Pittsburgh plays too fast for their own good. So even if they're just going 3 and out and they're not even getting picks, you know, they just giving the ball back too many times. Maybe good field position for Hurts. He should be able to rush the ball, get maybe 2 touchdowns on the ground like how we saw right here. We've seen it already multiple times. He's done it too. So it's like I definitely could see him getting one there, maybe throwing one or so, you know, maybe 2. But I just feel like Pittsburgh's playing too fast, man, for their own good. And this is going to be a tough game for them on the road. Jalen Hurts could go for 30-something fantasy points easily, and that's why he makes my top 5 at number 5. At number 4, though, this week, I got Kirk Cousins, man, against Arizona. Been waiting for a big Kirk Cousins game, and I feel like this could be the one. He had 23 points at least against Chicago at home. I feel like he can kind of play better at home than he plays on the road, I feel like. So I feel like this could be a huge game for him. Playing a 3-4 defense is type of style of defense that he goes against at practice. I feel like he should be kind of used to that. And also I'm starting to see it looks like he kind of spreading the ball a little bit more around. So he could be in for a 3 touchdown game because of that. You know, maybe not all the touchdowns just go to Jefferson. Maybe he spreads it to Thielen and Irv Smith or something like that. Also I know they're running the ball too as well with Cook. So definitely also I feel like that could be in play too. But I just feel like Kirk Cousins has finally maybe his biggest game because it should be a high scoring game here. So that's why he makes my top 5 at number 4. At number 3 this week though, we got where are you at? Jared Goff, man. And I know that's probably shocking to y'all, but I did tell y'all about Goff, man. I tried to tell y'all that it's not. I mean, just Detroit, period. We know they play fast. We know they give up a lot of points and things like that. And we saw the first 4 games or whatever like that. They was scoring and everything like that. But I told y'all Detroit is not good on the road. And I tried to explain to y'all that, you know, Minnesota is a lot different than even traveling to Dallas. You know, I know I try to explain like they're good in a dome, but also, you know, they're not good when they travel far, period. So a dome and it's far, they're not good. Like they just don't score on the road. So the thing is at home, they play a lot different. Like they score at home. So that's why I think Jared Goff has to go back in my top 5 because of that reason. Like now we got it back. He's back at home, y'all. So the home cooking is back. I feel like Goff is going to score back on this 4 touchdown to 3 touchdown range, you know, against Miami too. Their defense is not that great. They give up fantasy points to quarterback. So Goff is definitely back in play, and that's why he makes my top 5 at number 3. At number 2 though, it's on the other end of this game, and it's Tua. Tua, you know, I'm glad he had a game already before he plays Detroit because, I mean, I thought Dak was going to come through against Detroit, but we saw that he needed a game to shake off some rust or something before, you know, he would have went off against Detroit, you know, and caught his rhythm. But I feel like Tua, you know, the first drive looked really nice. You know, he went right down the field and scored, moved out the pocket and dished it off to Mostert. But I feel like definitely, you know, with the receivers that he has, man, them speedy dudes, man, like, and Gesicki also having 7 targets last game, which was good to see that he, you know, spread it out a little bit more, not just to those receivers. Also, even throwing the target, like I said, the touchdown to Mostert. That was good to see. But I definitely think we get back to, you know, 40-something attempts because of the game is just going to be so fast. Pittsburgh was a fast-paced team too, but Detroit is just such a fast-paced team. And also, I feel like they put the pressure on you to have to score. And so that's why I feel like we could be in for what we saw something like this in Baltimore, man. We could be really in for this. And that's why he has to make my freaking number top 5 and quarterback at number 2 because of that. Like, if we get to this, man, it's going to be crazy, y'all. It's going to be crazy. We get another 43 fantasy point game for Tua just because the speed and the pressure I feel like that he's going to have to score, man, in this game every time. Man, he's in for the huge, like the biggest game fantasy, man. So for 6,200, definitely got to be in play. But at number 1 this week, it's going to be a crazy play here, y'all. This is a crazy play. But it's Andy Dalton. And it's Andy Dalton though, just because of the fact last week I told y'all it was Mills was in there in my top 5, and it was crazy to say Mills. You know, that felt bad, but like this is another week where it's crazy to say Dalton. But it's just the fact the Raiders are literally giving up. Every quarterback is having their best game against them. So I gotta believe that, you know, if Dalton's coming off of one of his best games, even though he was down and threw 3 picks, and he still was able to hit on amazing fantasy points. I gotta believe he can have his even better game maybe against the Raiders, since they're just giving up ridiculous fantasy points to quarterbacks. And maybe, just maybe this week, you know, he gets all his weapons back in Michael Thomas and Jarvis Landry. Like if he gets all of them back and has Olave still, Juwan Johnson, all them people at Kamara, man, I mean, he could have a field day and maybe get a 5 touchdown day against them. Like the Raiders are going to be in for it if he gets all his weapons back. But that's why he makes it at number 1. Like I say, even if he doesn't and he only has Chris Olave, I still feel like he's going to be in play with Kamara and Chris Olave alone. So definitely had to make my top 5 at number 1. Let me see, who missed the cut though this week for quarterbacks. Okay, yeah, it was Kyler Murray, y'all. Kyler Murray just missed the cut. It's just because we just haven't seen him have like a great multiple touchdown game multiple times yet, really. So definitely missed the cut for that. But he's definitely in for a big game where he's going to have to score more than 2 times, I feel like, in this game to win this game. So, you know, if he rushes one in, but definitely he's going to need to score 3 times, I think, to beat Minnesota at home. So, you know, like I said, we just haven't seen it, so that's why he didn't make the cut, you know, making it into the top 5. But I definitely feel like he could be in for a huge game. If not, though, and he doesn't get there this week, then we could be seeing a savings for him, because 7,500 is a lot for being that he just coming off a 17-point game. You know, before it's crazy that he would jump up to $600. But that's it, man, for the top 5 at quarterback. Hope y'all enjoy it. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Jaystar, and I'm out. Peace.